Okay, so what surprised you the most about Tokyo?
How big the city is and how populated the Tokyo is.
So it's definitely more populated than Toronto. And like, is the housing there really expensive too? I'm assuming.
Yeah, because just the density of people kind of like jack up the price of the housing. So one apartment over there is probably more expensive than
Oh
downtown
wow.
Toronto here.
That's crazy. So Japan is known for being this like very clean, super safe country with great healthcare system and a great subway system. But what is the biggest misconception about Japan?
I think just because how Hollywood and media here in North America stereotypes what Asian or what Japanese people are like, I think at the end of the day, I kind of realized that we're just the same people. We might dress differently, we have different ways of living, like eating, but they're just normal people going to work, going to school, just like us. And I think just the media manipulated the image to be kind of this like they only watch anime, they're nerdy, or the way they talk, but they're just normal people like us. Yeah.
And then yeah, I do agree with that. I feel like a lot of people just like imagine this like fantasy world about Japan when it's really just a normal country. So Japan always comes up with these cool and crazy products, with my favorites being the toilets with like all these buttons and the pizza vending machines. But what's one product you want to see here in Canada?
I'll definitely say the vending machines, and I absolutely agree with you. I remember the first day arriving at Tokyo, we went to a ramen place, and the way that you order food is you go outside and there's a huge vending machine, and you choose the ramen that you want, you pay for it at the machine, and you get a order number, and you go in, and your food would be ready in no minutes. Like, it's so amazing how, like, the vending machines can sell you everything like electronics, fruit, and I would just love to see that on campus in Ryerson. Like when I'm hungry, like I feel like I just want a piece of bread, I can just go to a vending machine and just get it. And I just really love there's a peachy flavor soda pop that I love so much. I wish I can just get it anywhere in Toronto as well.
That sounds delicious. And like I feel it would be so convenient having just a coffee vending machine or a tea vending machine. Like,
Yeah.
why can't we get that here? So what were some of your like biggest highlights of the trip?
I'll definitely say seeing my best friend graduate. So her name is Yuka. She's one of my best friends. She was graduating from a school in Tokyo, and even then, she already got a job offer to work at Qatar Airline, and she's a flight attendant. So yeah, that was just like awesome. Like I was so proud of her, and just plus having a local person show you around how Tokyo is done, it's just like an amazing experience.
And where'd you meet her?
We actually met here at Toronto working together for TIFF,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's how we got to know each other and visited each other.
So, since you're from China, was there any culture shock traveling to Japan? And were there any like big cultural differences?
I think for East Asians, like their values are almost the same. And I think because I grew up with huge influence from Japanese cultures, their books, their music, and television shows, cartoons, animations, I grew up kind of like watching them, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I'll definitely say if you're traveling from North America, it's a complete different way to live, to the food they have or their things that they do. It's just very different. But for me, I didn't experience cultural shock.
Okay. And then what is something that Canada can learn from Japan?
I'll definitely say improvement on public transit. In Tokyo, there's like 20 different lines, and in Toronto, you only see like three set lines, and there's always delays, and sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, Canada's a big country, and I think we deserve, people in Canada deserve better public transit
Oh
system.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Japan has like those closing doors, which I think is a good idea because it prevents people from like going onto the tracks and like getting hurt. But then, does Japan still have as many delays as the TTC does here in Canada?
Yeah, actually, in my memory at least, I didn't recall any time that the train wasn't in Japan didn't arrive on time or leave on time. It's always exactly at the minute, and they're just gone. So, I'll definitely say that's a huge difference between here and Tokyo.
Okay, thank you.